Aloha. Thanks for tuning into yoga today. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. So as always, nice to set your space up, perhaps with a block or a cushion, something to prop underneath of yourself should you need it. Let's begin, shall we? By lying down on back, perhaps with a cushion underneath of your head. When we start lying down on the back because there's nothing to do when you're resting on the back. Legs extended long, hands beside the body. If you don't mind, turn your palms to face up. Notice what you feel inside the body. Sensations of weight resting against the floor. The difference between muscle and bone. Perhaps notice sounds around you. Notice your breath. How it changes the shape of your body, how inhales refresh, and exhales relax. We'll stay like this a minute more, simply feeling through the body, calming the body, calming your mind. A little more with each exhale. Less to do and more to feel here. Continue feeling through the body as we change shapes. Draw the soles of your feet together for butterfly. The knees bend out to the side as the feet come towards each other. And gravity pulls your knees down towards the ground. Notice that little stretch through your inner thighs. And if you're lucky, notice how stretch radiates past the inner thighs, through the pelvis, down past the knees perhaps. Feel sensations. Feel the breath. Observe your mind and your mood. Now stand your feet to the ground, noticing how sensations change. As the feet stand down, there's a little space between the feet ideally, and a little space between the knees. The feet a hip distance apart, as well as the knees. Notice sensations here. You and your ankles need to do just a little bit of work in order to keep your knees steady. Try to relax everything else. The muscles of your inner and outer thighs. the hamstrings, and the quadriceps, the front and back of your thighs. Try to relax more through your glutes, the muscles of your bottom, the muscles of the low back. Also try to relax the muscles of your tummy. You don't need to work here. Let them soften. Now a different shape, knock knees. So the feet walk a little bit wider, about as wide as your mat would be, or beach towel here. As the feet go wide, the toes turn inward, and the knees fall towards each other. The knees don't necessarily have to touch, so long as gravity is drawing them towards each other. Knees fall in towards your center line. And this blossoms the back of your pelvis, much like butterfly a moment ago was opening the front of your pelvis. Feel through the back of your pelvis by putting your attention there. Relax the back of your pelvis. Now walk your feet back together and take your knees to your left. As your knees go left, turn your chin away from the knees. This is a simple twist. A lazy little twist here. Relax both legs and both sides of your spine. Try to relax the muscles there. And a few more breaths. Long enough to relax. Just a little more. On your next breath in, draw your knees up. Stand the feet down. Inhale, find center. And exhale, go to the other side. Knees fall to the right, and you turn your face away from the knees. Turn your face to the left, please. Relax both legs, both arms, and along the spine. Both sides. Relax into gravity's pull. Notice breath. Notice sensations. Notice mind. And notice mood. Ideally, our practice encourages a sense of calm. Calm and steady. Roll onto your right side's fetal position. So tuck in a little bit. Resting here for just a moment. It is now time to rise. Push yourself up to seated. Find a block underneath of you if you'd like. A little extra cushion underneath of the seat. Always appreciated. Appreciated by you and your lower back. And hard to appreciate the difference a prop underneath of the pelvis makes without experiencing it. So if you have a cushion close by, you might as well stick it under. Shoulders back. Knees drop low away from your posture, growing taller. Encourage your elbows to fall right under the shoulders. Notice your breath again. Notice your mind. And notice your movement as you balance your posture atop the pelvis. Relax your legs and breathe. Relax front and back, both arms. neck and shoulders. Trying to find a greater sense of calm, even as you work to keep your body upright. Work less and grow taller. If they're not already, float your eyes open. And let's take a little neck stretch. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. The left fingertips come to the floor and walk away from the shoulder. That changes the stretch a little bit. Don't believe me? We'll try bringing the elbow back under the shoulder. Comparing and contrasting, you're always welcome to. Do return elbow underneath of shoulder and roll chin down towards chest. This stretches the back of your neck. Level the jaw. We've got the other side to do. Left ear towards left shoulder. Right fingers to the floor. Walk the right fingers away. And notice stretch. You're welcome to compare and contrast. Elbow in and elbow out. We bring elbow in to come out of the shape. Do that now. Elbow under the shoulder and chin towards chest. Even as you stretch through the back of your neck, the rest of the spine is tall. You bring the back of the neck in line with the rest of your spine, level the jaw. Good. And place your other leg in front, please. If you are not sitting in a cross-legged position with one leg in front of the other, change your seated position in any other way. Kindly remove flesh out from underneath of your bottom, muscles out from underneath of the bones. And posture tall, balancing the spine off of the pelvis. We imagine a longer torso. Try not to work so hard. I invite you to close your eyes as you simply feel here. Another 20 seconds or so. And if they're not already, float your eyes open. And then circle your arms overhead. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, arms circle down. Once again, please. Inhale, circle your arms high. And exhale, they come right back down the way they came up. Now, just half as much movement and half as much breath. Inhale, arms up in line with the shoulders, more or less. Exhale down. One more time. Arms up in line with the shoulders. Exhale down. Twice as much breath. Again, all the way up. All the way down. Just the right arm up. Side stretch. Left hand finds the floor. Give it a little bit of weight. Left elbow, you'll notice, is bending in towards your body. If your elbow's bending back, you're straining your arm. Elbow bends in towards the body. Ideally, you can let your neck go with the stretch, always taking care of yourself. If there's too much weight and stretch, you're always welcome to bend the arm. It's less weighted, less stretch. You're always welcome to take the side stretch without the arm overhead. It's still a side stretch. Nice thing about having the arm up, though, you can use its weight and momentum to help you rise. Let's do that now. Back up into posture tall. Feel the pelvis, the spine growing, and then the left arm high. Right hand out to the side to the ground. Give the palm of your hand a little bit of weight. Elbow bends in towards you. Good. See if you can let the head go. Would you like a longer left arm? Or perhaps a more bendy left arm? Or perhaps no left arm at all? Listen to your body. Enjoy your stretch. And see if the head won't go a little lower. Inhale prepares us. And as we exhale, we're going to use the weight and momentum of left arms coming down. Find posture back tall. Very good. Now, twist to your right. Gaze over the right shoulder. Turning the face back finishes the twist. Breathe in here. As you exhale, counter twist around to the left. Finish the twist by turning the face back. As you're ready, inhale, prepare. And exhale, let go of your twist. Very good. Seated forward fold now. Extend both legs forward. You'll notice I have my knees bent a little bit. You can also straighten out the legs if that feels all right. I encourage you to pull a little flesh out from underneath of the pelvis. Welcome to still be on a prop. Press elbows to thighs, hands to floor as you're comfortable. Relax yourself lower. Maybe walk the hands a bit more forward for a little more stretch and pull. Keep the tummy toned and relax the back of your neck. We'll dangle here in this seated forward fold for another 20 seconds or so. Long enough to relax a little lower. Actively relax your legs. Actively tone the tummy. And then actively relax the back of neck as well. Don't forget to breathe fully. Using an inhale and arm strength to rise. Roll up your spine slowly. Very nice. Now legs wide for a straddle. Wide-legged forward fold. Elbows to thighs, knees bent is welcome. And elbows towards thighs anywhere in there that feels good. Again, legs may straighten out as you're comfortable. Hands to the floor eventually if you're lucky. Relax the torso lower. In time, you might move the hands more forward, all to get a little more stretch and pull. Relax the back of your neck. And keep your tummy toning in. 20 more seconds, more or less. Just like before, use your arm strength and an inhale to roll up your spine slowly. Very good. Kindly bend your left knee so that your left foot comes in towards the pelvis. Right foot comes to the floor, standing flat, and right foot right in front of you. Let's take both hands to the right knee and pull the torso a little taller. How's that now? Use your arm strength against the knee here to pull the chest forward and through. It's like the elbows are pulling back, as if the shoulders and shoulder blades are pulling back. Good. Left hand stays put. Right hand releases and comes behind. It's a twist again. Kindly start from the bottom. Twist the lower ribs, then the shoulders, and then the face around back. Left hand sustaining the twist, right hand ideally helping with posture. Inhale, prepare. And as you exhale, return right hand to right knee. Very good. Switch sides. Yes, just like that. So right foot is in, left foot standing down, right in front of the hip. Both hands to the knee. Pull elbows and shoulders back, and that'll draw the chest forward and through. A hint of back bend here. Now, keep your right hand on the left knee. Left hand comes to the floor behind you. Start down low in the lower ribs, then the shoulders and face, twisting back. Continue to breathe. We'll stay this side a little longer than the other. Continue to breathe. Inhale, prepare. And as you exhale, bring your left hand back to your left knee. Good. One more time. Switch the legs. Left foot in, right foot standing down. Careful now. Elbows and shoulders pull back. That draws the chest proud. Lean back just a little bit and see if your foot won't come off the ground. Nice. Little teeter-totter there, using the shoulders leaning back to bring the foot off the ground. If the posture comes upright, the foot should find itself back down. Again, lean back to lift the foot. And while the foot is up, switch sides. Oi. How'd that do? All right. Posture tall, elbows and shoulders pull back. Lean back to lift the foot. Torso tall, posture plumb, and the foot back down. Once again, lean back to lighten the left foot, and while that foot is up, let's switch sides again. Oh, okay. Now, hold on under the hamstring. I recommend you interlace your fingertips underneath there, but you could place one hand over the other, as you like. Elbows and shoulders pull back, and against the leg and hand connection here, you're pulling the chest forward and through. Just like before, we lean back a touch and the foot should lift. As you're ready, squeeze the quadricep, front side of your thigh, and that'll straighten your leg. I invite you to pull the toes back to stretch more through your calf and Achilles. Now the elbows are working hard to squeeze back, and so are the shoulders. The leg is working hard to straighten. And the longer leg is going to beg your arms to extend. Don't do it. Keep the elbows pulling back. Bend the knee and switch sides. Okay? Interlace the fingers or stack the hands underneath the left leg, holding on to the hamstring. First things first, pull the elbows and shoulders back. Then lean back and lightly lift the foot. Off of this, we extend the leg and pull the toes back, stretching through the hamstring, the calf, Achilles, and if you're lucky, even through the bottom of your foot. And the elbows are working back and the shoulders are working back, even though the length of your leg is begging you to extend your arms. Keep it together until now. Bend the knee and rest your foot down. And also the other foot down. Good. Hands to the floor behind you. recommend you tent your fingertips. All 5 fingertips touching the ground, all 10 of them. And rib cage from here lifts forward and through. The shoulders and the elbows are working towards each other, just like before. Very nice. Proud and lifted chest. Release that. As you extend the legs, come off the hands. Good. Stand into a forward fold. I recommend you move through the lunge. Left foot comes in. We need to get the weight of the pelvis between our 2 knees, really on top of the left knee. So, moving our hands forward and through. That lifts the hip. We adjust, left leg to point back. And as you tuck your toes under on that left leg, you could lift the knee. We want most of our body weight to be resting against the right elbow and right knee here. That way there's not much weight in the back knee. You might rest your fingertips, left fingertips to the ground. Again, most of your torso's weight is in this right elbow and knee. As you're ready, lift the left knee just a little bit and step your left foot forward, bringing left elbow to left knee, just like on the right side. Now relax your neck, and you'll be in a standing forward fold with the elbows resting on your knees. If you're comfortable doing so, you might slip the elbows off the knees and hang just a little bit lower. Don't feel pressure to take the elbows off the knees, though. Another 20 seconds. Hanging in your forward fold. Try to relax the back of your neck even more. Shake your head, no, just a few times. And then shake your head, yes, just a few times. Then take your hands to your knees and use your arm strength to lift your shoulders up as high as they can come. Hands pushing against the knees. And again, it's the arm strength that brings the shoulders high. If the elbows bend some, the shoulders will not be as high as they can be. We want the shoulders as high as possible. That way there's less to travel as we come to stand up. As you stand up, watch out for the blocks and roll your shoulders back. Stand your feet right underneath of the pelvis and try to feel good here. Palms turn forward. Rest while standing. A hard practice. This calm mountain pose is meant to draw the hands to prayer and eventually to close the eyes. As you close your eyes, the body sometimes sways in order to find itself in space. Your job here is to stand here, calm and steady like a mountain, all while the eyes are closed. Notice breath. Notice the muscles of your legs. Relax the muscles of your legs, the inner and outer thighs, the hamstrings and quadriceps, even the calves and shins. Relax also the muscles of your glutes, the backside of your pelvis. You may tone the tummy in just a little bit and notice balance. Eyes still closed, perhaps. If they're not already, open the eyes. Now, hands like this, take them overhead. Inhale the hands up, and then exhale, fold about halfway down in order to place your hands back to your knees. Looks like this. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to knees. Bend the knees a little bit. You're about halfway down to the forward fold. Let's release elbows to the knees, or down even lower. And then again, welcome to dangle. Resting still lower. Bring your hands to your knees. Straighten the arms. Lift about halfway up. And then drop your seat under the shoulders a touch. As you roll the shoulders back, straighten the legs and come to stand. Open your stance still wider, mindful of your blocks or cushion, as they may be close by. Now, a wide stance. Here we are in our straddle position again. Turn your toes just slightly out to the side. Heels in a bit, toes turned out a touch. Bend the knees just a little bit, ideally bending the knees only over the ankles, not past the ankles, knees on top of the ankles. Straighten the legs and bend them. Straighten the legs and again bend so that the knees rest right on top of the ankles. Now match the shape in your legs with your arms above. Good. This is goddess pose. Elbows and knees pull back. That should tone the arches of your feet off the floor and make the outside edges of your feet feel heavier. Flare the toes, flare the fingers. Pull the tummy in. Straighten arms and legs to the shape of an X. A V above and below. Good. Arms rest down. Now, left heel. Pivot it to the left. Keep the left toes where they are. Looks like that. Right toes pivot right, keeping the right heel where it is. Bend right knee on top of ankle. This is your warrior stance. Ideally, the hips are facing forward, and ideally the shoulders for warrior 2 are facing forward. Extend your arms out to the side in a T, and then take your gaze over the right arm. Hold here. And I dare you to sink your hips just a little bit lower. Notice your breath. Notice the work of holding this shape. Dare yourself still lower. Rest your arms down and straighten the right knee. Turn your right toes forward and bring the left heel. So external rotation again, where we started from. We'll pivot off the right toes to get the heel further that way. Good. And pivot off the left heel to get the toes more pointing leftward. Pelvis adjusts to square forward as that left knee bends directly on top of the ankle. Arms lift them to a T. And wider stance if you feel you can. Always welcome to creep it wider. Gaze over the left arm. And notice sensations. Continue to dig in with the outside edges of both feet. That tones the arches of your feet up off the ground. Try to pull your tummy in a little bit. And maybe pull up on the base of your pelvis. Notice the work. Balancing here. Breathe in. And as you exhale, rest the arms down, face forward. Inhale, straighten your leg, and parallel the feet. Walk them in together to bend the knees a couple times. Bend your knees once, see how low you can go, and then bend your knees again, and see how low you can go. Nice. Hands to hips. Give some weight to your left hand. Lean into your left hand. See if your head can go a little lower. And then dare the arm alongside the ear. Side stretch again. As you'll remember, when we were seated, A long arm is more of a stretch and pull than a bent arm, and we don't even need that arm lifted. It does help, though, to use the weight of your top arm to lift you back to center. Please find center and then pour weight into the right hand. See if your head will go a little lower. Choose to add in the arm or not, your preference. Alongside the ear, or elbow bent, hand behind the head, or not at all. Inhale, side stretch. Exhale, rise into posture tall. Open your legs wide again. Right toes turn to the right, heel of left foot back a little extra. Bend the right knee, open the arms to the T. This is warrior two again. Ideally the pelvis squared forward. Adjust if you need to. Ideally the shoulders squared forward. Adjust if you need to. Left hand to hip. Lean into that left hand just like we had when the legs were together. Arm alongside ear if you see fit. Welcome to bend or not at all. Breathe fully. Take a peek down at your right knee. Is it on top of your ankle truly? Ideally, yes. Right arm down, torso up. Lean your spine in line with the back leg, the left leg. Rest, right hand to right knee. And that arm buttresses the length of your spine, angled here. The arm adds in for side angle pose. It's nice to take the gaze under the arm. And after a breath or a few, we bring our gaze forward, pass through warrior two, before dropping the arms and straightening the leg. Parallel the feet. Good. Left toes turn left, heel of right foot pivots back, bend the left knee, and adjust your stance so that your pelvis is squared forward. Shoulders squared forward, arms to the T. Gaze over left hand, and then take right hand to your hip. Lean into that right hand, perhaps left arm alongside ear, as you like it. Breathe in here, and breathe out here. Inhale, prepare. Torso upright, passing through a tall spine before tilting forward, spine in line with your right leg. The left arm strength helps to support your torso here. Otherwise, it's all in your core, which is a welcome practice. But here, hand to knee, a little bit more to rest against. Right arm alongside the ear. Gaze, nose, underarm. And you might peek down your side and check. Is the side of your torso in line with the outside of your leg? Ideally, the answer is yes. Inhale, prepare. Pass through warrior two as you exhale. Drop the arms. Inhale, straighten this left leg and parallel your feet. Walk those feet back together. And bend your knees twice, seeing how low you can go. Straighten the legs. And once again, bend the knees. Okay. Coming back down to the floor. Passing through the lunge ideally. It's a knee off the ground lunge, and then the knee to the ground. So, if you would, left foot, step it forward just a hint. Bring your left elbow down to a bent left knee. You might start by taking your hand there. Right foot back a little more. Start to bend the knee down, right hand to the ground, eventually softly land the knee. Once accomplished, we can pivot the foot in and sit back to the floor. With more or less ease, of course. As you're ready, crisscross the legs, sit up tall. Welcome to place a block or cushion underneath you. Notice how you feel here after our standing exercises. Check in on the pelvis, the inner and outer thighs. Compare them to the last time you were here. Elbows under shoulders. Close the eyes just a moment. Take a soft twist to the right. Welcome to keep the eyes closed. Take a soft twist around to the left. Welcome to keep your eyes closed. Breathe in and let go. Slowly work your way back down to the floor, finishing where we started today. Legs extended long, hands beside the hips. And again, a little cushion underneath your head as you like it. Here again, notice the sensations in your body, especially through the lower back, back of pelvis. Relax there in the lower back. Relax through both arms. Relax through your two legs. Relax both feet, both hands, the back of your skull, your jaw and tongue. Relax. Rest against the floor. Soften muscle. Heavy bones. Breathe easily. Slowly roll to your left side fetal position and push up to seated. Cross your legs as you're comfortable. Remove flesh out from under you and circle your arms high. Find your center. Hands up center. As if to clean slate. Polish your windows as the hands find the knees. Thank you very much for sharing your time and attention. Good work today. See you next time. Aloha.